What's up, you guys? Welcome back into iHeartRadio's official wrestling podcast. And as you know, OVW is taking over. I say the Ville, even though it's been a while since we've said that, but OVW is taking over Nashville this Friday night at Marathon Music Works. And we have the person that runs the place, although Al was on the show recently, but we really know who runs OVW, and it's HollyHood Haley J, and she joins us on the show right now.
It's
Haley?
HollyHood.
HollyHood.
Yeah.
That's what I said, right?
I think you said Hollywood.
No, I said HollyHood.
I don't know.
My little redneck twang probably made it sound an agent.
We'll figure it out when we
rewind it.
Yeah.
It's HollyHood.
HollyHood
Haley J is on the show.
With batty arounds. And I do run things if you ask me, but not if you ask Al Snow. So,
I mean, he had high praises for you on the show recently, but you know, of course, Marathon Music Works is taking the storm. OVW is going to be there this Friday night. How are you feeling heading into everything that's taking place Friday night in Nashville?
I'm feeling good. You know, I'm actually feeling a little froggy. Not only am I going to beat up whoever they put in the ring with me, but I want to go like line dancing or something. Maybe ride like a mechanical bull. Like I'm trying to, you know, experience Nashville.
You're trying to get the whole kit and caboodle, as us rednecks
I learned
would
the
say.
line dance for this. So hopefully, you know, you guys tell me good places and I will
definitely tell you some great places because there's a lot of stuff going on in Nashville this weekend for sure with OVW getting things kicked off. And let me ask you this. What has been, I guess, the biggest difference at OVW after the premiere of The Wrestlers on Netflix?
I think the biggest difference is everyone around me is finally starting to realize that I'm a superstar. I've been saying it. I have been saying it. My mentality has not changed, okay? But now everyone's all of a sudden like, oh, that Haley J. Yeah, I'm the baddest there is, was, never will be, okay?
I think the expression has been saying, like we've been saying it. So, yeah.
Been said it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're talking about, you know, possibly line dancing in Nashville. You know, you definitely have more attention and acclaim now. You know, you're more followers on social, and I'm sure you get recognized out more.
I went out of the country. I've been to Canada. I've been to England, where I'm now an international champion.
I saw that one. Yeah, it was somebody at that show had posted. If you tell me a couple of the names on the UK, anyways, someone posted and you were in the picture, like, oh, she was on that tour, and hey, there she goes. She won a belt. So yeah.
That's
awesome.
Me, I did. My debut match, I won.
How about that?
There we go. Well, speaking of that, I mean, how's this extra attention and acclaim? I mean, I think you were kind of built for the spotlight, as you've mentioned before, but now that you are getting the spotlight, how has that changed maybe your everyday life?
Well, I can't go to like grocery shop looking like a bum, normal self Haley. Well, actually, I still do. I guess they see me on Netflix both, Crackhead Haley and HollyHood Haley.
All right, there you go.
But every time I go out, gym, grocery store, airport, there's always somebody who's like, oh my gosh, I watched the show, which I'm grateful for. I get to meet a lot of new people and I just make their days, you know, can we FaceTime my kid? And their whole attitude just changes, you know. So that's really cool and keeps me going.
Well, if you go line dancing, you'll just have to be careful because the crowd, like, oh my god, you know, you're kind of the superstar line dancing and stuff. So
I know.
Let's
go. So I know on The Wrestler, like it dove into your life and everybody kind of met your family, and you talk about you getting recognized out in public. Does your son get recognized out in public? Is he out here signing autographs too with Haley or no?
No. He thinks he's a superstar. He goes to school. He's in kindergarten, and his teacher knows who he is and who his mom is. So he thinks in his mind that he's a superstar. Yeah. But I wouldn't say people are approaching him. Maybe they know better because, you know, Mama Bear don't.
Right.
True.
But he's a superstar. Yes.
I mean, not many kids can be like, hey, I was on Netflix. So
he does not. They think I have a big head. They have not met my child.
So, you know, we just kind of wrapped up some of the biggest weeks in all of professional wrestling. What has your schedule been like the last couple of weeks surrounding, you know, Mania Week and the dozens and dozens of events that were around it and after it?
Well, I went to Mania. I actually went live the first night. It was too cold for me to go.
Oh,
I
it
should
was
have went the second night. It was warmer,
it was
but
miserable. I was there and it was
yeah, the first night
freezing.
it was so cold, but it was really cool. It reminded me of, what I'm working towards and everything. And just feeling that energy, I'm like, ooh, I gotta be in the center of that one of these days. I can feel it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was pretty busy. I had a bunch of signings and stuff. I didn't do any wrestling Mania weekend, more chick signings. But I've wrestled every weekend since. I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
got back from Maryland. I was working at MCW. Before that, I was in New York. Just making my rounds in towns.
Just
Yeah.
making sure everybody knows who you are. What is you talk
Um,
about autograph signings, and I'm sure that was part of WrestleCon and whatnot.
mhm.
What's the craziest thing that a fan has brought to you to get signed?
Well, I just signed my first pair of boobies the other day. That was pretty intense.
That's a rite of passage. That's there you
Like
go.
somebody's actual boobs or like
Oh
an
yeah, she was
implant?
like, "Oh my God, sign my tennis!" She went in for it. I mean, like, not like this. She was like,
Yeah.
"Wow!" And
You're
then she
just
started.
like,
Yeah.
I
okay.
was like,
She was
"Wow."
she was assuming she had content. She just,
Yeah, I was like,
Woo,
"Okay,
okay.
well." She started a
Consent. Sorry.
trend. No one else was as like open as she was. They went this way and gave me a little, crack, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
she went for it, man. And I was like, all right. So I think that was the craziest thing.
Do you have to sign a lot of socks?
No, actually, no. I don't think I have signed a sock.
That's you would
That's
I was
surprising.
thinking it would be like Mick Foley and then you. Like I figured
Yeah.
like those were the two
No,
signing
what's
socks.
crazy? Mick Foley came to OVW and had a bunch of, sockos or whatever, and I seen them all in the crowd, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am over. And then I realized
Mm.
it was for Mick Foley. And I was
Ah,
like, oh yeah,
he's
that's
over
right.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's over. He is, man. He's awesome. He's the sweetest human too. He's awesome.
For sure. So,
Where are we
uh,
at? You go. I think you're going. I don't know.
yeah.
We keep just going off. There we
Hey,
go.
we're having fun on this one.
Yeah,
We're just kind of going with the flow because I
we're
mean
winging it.
it's not very rarely
There
that
are
we
no
get to
rules in the
talk to.
streets, you
No,
guys.
Nope.
there's not. It's not very often that you get to talk to people that are superstars and that have big things coming to them with HollyHood Haley J this week. And of course, we all know OVW. We've been talking about returns to Nashville this Friday night live at Marathon Music Works. You can still grab tickets, but let me tell you, those tickets are selling quick. What are you most excited? We talked about this for a little bit. You're excited to get here, line dance, ride on mechanical bull, all this other stuff. But what are you most excited about this trip to Nashville, and what can the fans look forward to?
Just meeting all the new people, they can come and look forward to me beating up whoever they put in the ring with me. I'm personally hoping that it's the backup baddie, Layla Gray, because she has my title and I would like
Mhm.
that back. But yeah, they can expect to be entertained. If I'm around, I'm gonna show up and show out. So
Boom. Let's name it. And Marathon Music Works is an incredible venue for wrestling. Battle and I have been there for wrestling
mhm.
events. It's incredible. So if you've never been, this would be a perfect opportunity to check it out. Going back to something you kind of hinted on earlier, and we've kind of said a couple things about it too. You had mentioned previously that I guess your kind of main goal was WWE, and we've talked about you had to try out at one time that had to get shuffled around and all that. Now that the wrestlers has kind of put a spotlight on you guys and OVW and everything. Is that still the same end goal for you? Or do you think that now that other things have kind of exploded, you're like, well, I don't necessarily have to go this route. I can do this or do this. Like, have your goals changed at all? Or do you still think it's kind of WWE or bust?
No. Yeah, WWE, WWE is where we're going.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that all the other things came about because I actually had a tryout, but I didn't get medically cleared, so I actually
Mhm.
didn't get a tryout. So
Yeah.
I didn't get to do anything, but I was so close I could taste it.
Mhm.
So I'm glad that everything else, kind of followed. That way I had something to keep me busy, or I would have been, sad somewhere in
Yeah.
my
I
bed.
mean, it's got to be a little rewarding that you were even that close, but then it's got to be rewarding that that's as close as you got so far.
I feel like it was punishment. I was like, ooh,
Eh,
because I know, I know I'm gonna make it and be a superstar, but you don't know when. And of course,
Right.
me being me, I'm like, I want it now. I want it now. Nope, it wasn't my time. But that doesn't mean my time won't come. So stay
right.
tuned on that one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and you continue to be shown on national audiences with WOW and OVW, so like you're definitely getting that in front of camera experience, right? For sure. So awesome.
Yeah, and of course, everybody on the internet has been wanting the match of the century when it happens of Haley versus Charlotte. Once you get up there in the WWE, and of course, we'll put that out in the universe that Haley J will be in the WWE, and it seems like we've kind of watched you grow with the wrestler and your career with OVW and seeing you on social media. In what area or areas have you grown the most as a performer?
As a performer, I think probably the look. I have a look and a presence about me that I didn't have before I came to OVW, which I wrestled for a year before I went to OVW. And
Right.
Al really turned me into a superstar. And even if you go back and look from when I started there until now, yeah, I look like a star. I am a star. Confidence is the same, but the look is definitely different.
Yeah. Now, one thing that that we've kind of noticed over the years and decades is the trend generally is when someone goes to WWE, they change everything about them, their name, their presentation. Now that's changed a little bit recently. Jade got signed; she's just Jade. Cody came back, and he's still the same. Would you be prepared for a character change if that meant going to WWE? And do you have any ideas of what you might try to do if that was a suggestion?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say yes, I would be prepared. That's why I did WOW, was because that was a complete different character than HollyHood, honk honk.
Yeah.
And
Tow truck expertise. Yeah.
I would be open to, whatever they want, because that's my dream job. But also I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep building my brand, and hopefully I'm a big enough star that by the time I get to them, then they're like, no, we want her as you. We want HollyHood Haley J. So
I think
my
that would be the
goal.
ultimate dream. Sure. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I didn't get my tryout. It wasn't my time yet. I'm not to that point just yet.
Yeah.
But I'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
And we wish nothing but the best for HollyHood Haley J. And we know that your time is precious. Time is money when it comes to HollyHood. Last question. There's been some massive stars that have shown up in AEW over the last 6 to 8 months, other than
OVW.
yourself, of course.
OVW.
That's what I said, OVW.
I think you said
Did I not say OVW?
You definitely said AEW.
Did I say? I swear I could have said OVW.
Are you feeling okay today?
Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Like it's
Run this back. You said Hollywood and you said AEW. Okay, so OVW, yes.
I'm just going to go ahead and end this interview right now.
I was going to say we're flustered in the presence of a superstar, okay?
I'm just going to end this interview because this isn't professional of me to be like
we're
all
trying
over
to
the
keep
place. Because I'm going to go back and watch the tape. I'm pretty sure I said OVW, but that's beside the point. There's been some massive stars that have shown up there, right? Over the last 6 to 8 months. Big Show, Mick Foley, current NWA and OVW champion EC3. Who are some female superstars that you would like to see in OVW, either to chat or maybe a face-to-face match?
They can come from anywhere. I mean, we got Mickie James in the back helping creatively and whatnot. I would love to have a match with her. If we're bringing people in, let's bring in the big AEW superstar, Mercedes Moné. I would love to have a face-off with her. Yeah, Alicia Fox was in our locker room not too long ago as well. She made her in-ring comeback. So
she actually beat Mickie James, speaking of.
Yeah, so there's 3. I'll take any of them. Let's get popping.
Yeah. That's that's a good list.
Solid stuff right there. Well, like I said, I know, I understand time is money. So what is, before we let you go, something that you want to say to people that are watching, listening to this right now about Friday or anything you want to talk about?
Well, first of all, I want to say follow me on all social media at HollyHood Haley J on everything. I only have one. Everyone else is fake. And yeah, stay bad and blessed, baby. That's what I got to say. And come see me Friday or you're lame. Okay.